This is not a stomach. It's a hub of intelligence. It houses the equivalent of a small pet's brain.
We have 200 million neurons in our gut, about as many as Timmy has in his cortex. And we can say that Timmy is really very intelligent.
A cat and a dog each have about the same number of nerve cells as the gut. If they're intelligent, the gut is every bit as smart.
At times, we get the distinct feeling our brains are not the only captain on board. But what exactly do scientists know about the interplay between the gut and the brain? This story starts at Columbia University in New York City, when Michael Gershon dared to proclaim that our gut houses a sensitive and intelligent organ.
It's important to focus on the gut to explain to the world this is one important organ. It's not just a repulsive, serpentine, snake-like, disgusting thing, but a vibrant lifeline to success. So there was a dark age of knowledge of the second brain, and then it was rediscovered, and I helped to rediscover it. And since it was a renaissance, that makes me the Leonardo of the bowel.
If Leonardo da Vinci had had the chance to use the microscope Michael Gershon uses, these are some of the neurons he would have observed. 200 million of these neurons line our intestine wall. They span the length of our digestive tubes, helping us to digest food.
Digestion is surprisingly complicated. You have to do things that are very hard to do in a laboratory. Break food down that you eat and make it into tiny little molecules that you can absorb and use to run your body. And for that, you need a lot of nervous power.
Our two brains resemble each other like brothers. The upper brain houses the central nervous system, and the lower brain houses the enteric nervous system. They even share similar scientific names. But did evolution really need to equip us with two separate brains?
The reason that evolution would want to have this brain outside is very similar to the reason we all keep personal computers on our desks. By peripheralizing it, sending it off to the gut, it's more efficient, more effective. The brain doesn't have to connect with huge cables to the gut. It can leave it there. And you don't have to expand the brain to hold several hundred million more nerve cells.
Scientist Michel Nunlist, who is based in Nantes in western France, is one of the world's leading experts on the enteric nervous system. For Michel, in the history of our two brains, the first brain is not the one we think it is.
The second brain has had its name usurped, really, because I consider it to be the first brain, the original brain even. Primitive, multicellular organisms were initially composed of just a digestive tube. The enteric nervous system developed within this digestive tube.
If we travel back in time, it becomes apparent that our upper brain evolved in order to better feed ourselves. The appearance of the brain coincided with that of eyes and ears, useful for seeking food. Without dividing the tasks up like this, we would still be spending all our energy digesting, and digesting some more.